Hi there, and welcome to the Celeb Tea. For more than a decade on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky were seen as the epitome of a perfect couple. Together, they had 4 daughters, successful careers, and seemed to navigate life's ups and downs as a united front. Fans admired the harmony they projected, assuming they were unbreakable. So when news broke in July 2023 that the couple had ended their 27-year marriage, the revelation shocked their audience. What initially appeared to be a smooth and amicable separation gradually revealed itself to be far more complicated than anyone imagined. The first signs of trouble had surfaced months before the official announcement. Observant fans noticed Kyle attending public events without her wedding ring, sparking immediate speculation. She explained that she removed it during workouts to prevent damage, a reasonable enough answer, but the rumors persisted. Even Mauricio chimed in during interviews and podcasts, dismissing the chatter and insisting that they were not divorcing, calling such talk stupid. Yet in July 2023, reports emerged that they had actually been separated for some time, but continued to live under the same roof. The couple attempted to address the situation themselves, releasing a joint Instagram statement. While denying any divorce, they acknowledged a particularly challenging year, the toughest of their marriage, and requested privacy to work through their issues. They emphasized that no wrongdoing had occurred, a claim that would later become a point of debate as more details came to light. Kyle has been candid about the underlying causes of their split, especially during seasons 13 and 14 of RHOBH. She revealed that their problems had been simmering for years, often postponed due to the demands of raising children, breastfeeding, and juggling their respective careers. Those issues, however, never disappeared. They simply lingered beneath the surface until they could no longer be ignored. Kyle admitted that her breaking point was compounded by the devastating loss of her childhood best friend, Lauren Shea, who died by suicide in 2022. This tragedy profoundly shifted Kyle's perspective on life, prompting her to evaluate whether she wanted to remain in a relationship that no longer brought her happiness. Kyle also shared moments of frustration with Mauricio, feeling at times that he wasn't truly listening to her concerns. Although they sought therapy together, she perceived him as passively waiting for her to get over their problems, instead of actively fighting to repair their marriage. In a particularly emotional scene on the show, Kyle stated she wouldn't accept for herself what she wouldn't want her daughters to endure, a striking remark from someone long perceived as embodying the ideal marital image. From Mauricio's perspective, Kyle was the one who initiated the separation. In a trailer for Season 2 of his Netflix show, Buying Beverly Hills, he discussed the situation with their daughters, explaining that Kyle requested space and clearly outlined the parameters. They would be separated, free to date other people, and refrain from prying into one another's lives. While this arrangement sounded mature, the reality of implementing it proved far messier than either anticipated. The agreement to date other people quickly became a source of tension, primarily because of their contrasting approaches. Mauricio appeared to embrace the single life immediately, frequently spotted in public displays of affection, from kissing women at Aspen airports to partying in Miami with reality personalities and Instagram models. Rumors swirled about his romantic involvement with his Dancing with the Stars partner, Emma Slater, and by December he was seen kissing model Claudia Pei in Aspen. Throughout this period, Mauricio seemed fully immersed in his newfound freedom, showing little concern for discretion. Kyle, on the other hand, was deeply hurt by how public Mauricio's dating life had become. She admitted feeling blindsided upon seeing paparazzi photos of him with other women, noting that it was shocking and painful. Over time, she became somewhat desensitized, yet the emotional sting remained. On Watch What Happens Live, she revealed that seeing Mauricio with other women caused her significant distress, even prompting her to delete an Instagram post supporting his Dancing with the Stars journey, as photos of him with Emma were too painful to confront. While she respected their separation, Kyle wished Mauricio would exercise more discretion, especially considering their daughters. In stark contrast, Kyle approached her personal life with privacy. She kept her relationships discreet, which fueled speculation and rumor. One prominent example was her close friendship with country singer Morgan Wade. The pair traveled extensively together, formed a deep bond, and Kyle even appeared in Morgan's music video, Fall in Love with Me, sharing an on-camera kiss. The video intensified public curiosity, but Kyle refrained from discussing Morgan on the show, frustrating her castmates who felt she was withholding the truth. Season 14 highlighted the tension this secrecy created, with fellow cast member Garcelle commenting on the difficulty of supporting her when they felt left in the dark. Kyle consistently maintained that there was nothing for the public to discuss and emphasized that Morgan had not signed up for the realities of a televised life. Finally, in season 15, Kyle opened up more than ever before. She admitted being in a vulnerable place following her separation and had entered a relationship. Without naming names, she explained a fundamental incompatibility. While she is open and wants to share her love publicly, her partner valued privacy, creating a conflict she could not reconcile. The constant speculation and rumors eventually caused the relationship to end, a decision rooted in fairness to someone who did not desire public attention, even though Kyle felt capable of handling it herself. Observers familiar with the timeline and circumstances quickly deduced that this relationship was indeed with Morgan Wade. Even after this romantic chapter ended, Kyle and Morgan maintained a strong friendship. Throughout 2025, Kyle continued supporting Morgan's music, attending concerts, promoting albums, and engaging on social media. They were even spotted together in Paris, enjoying time at a cafe, without overt public displays of affection, demonstrating the depth of their bond despite the romantic aspect not enduring. Meanwhile, Kyle's relationship with Mauricio evolved into something unexpected. Despite being separated for over 2 years, they have not filed for divorce. Mauricio officially moved out of the family home in May 2024, which Kyle described as a strange and disorienting experience given her accustomed bustling household. Even living apart, they maintained a close friendship, communicating frequently and co-parenting effectively. They have celebrated holidays together, attended family events, including their daughter Alexia's engagement party, and even enjoyed outings like the Stagecoach Music Festival and pre-Mother's Day events. Photographs show them comfortable and amicable, which some might find admirable and others confusing. Kyle expressed pride in their ability to navigate the separation with respect and affection, emphasizing the love and respect they continue to hold for each other. Their daughters have also recognized the healthy handling of the situation, particularly Alexia, who has learned important lessons about relationships and family resilience. Yet, not everything has been smooth. Kyle has noted moments of frustration with Mauricio, particularly when observing his adventurous choices in single life, like a giant, attention-grabbing truck he purchased for Aspen, jokingly referred to as a midlife crisis mobile. Despite maintaining a close friendship, Kyle has been candid about the deeper issues that contributed to their separation. She revealed that Mauricio's focus on his career often left them growing apart rather than addressing problems as they arose. Over the years, unresolved issues accumulated, and although they tried therapy, Kyle felt Mauricio never fully committed to the process. He skipped individual sessions meant to help him confront his own role in the marriage, leaving Kyle to feel she was fighting alone to salvage their relationship. She often wondered whether he didn't know how to fight for their marriage or simply chose not to. This passive approach fostered resentment, ultimately leading her to call for the separation. Kyle has also described the ongoing challenge of living under the same roof while emotionally separated. Neither wanted to initiate divorce entirely, as they still cared deeply for each other and their family. This arrangement, while practical in some ways, is unsustainable long-term. Kyle has begun pressing Mauricio for the harder conversations about their future, feeling empowered to face reality after a period of fear and uncertainty. Initially, she worried about being alone, but over time, she has embraced the possibility of single life and regained confidence in her independence. At the same time, she remains cautious about moving on with someone new, partly because she worries Mauricio might reconsider their relationship if she does. Despite this, she admits that, emotionally, she could pursue her own happiness. Mauricio, for his part, has expressed uncertainty about the future, but continues to call Kyle his life partner and best friend, showing that love and respect remain between them. Neither has closed the door on reconciliation, though Kyle is careful not to rely on that possibility. Their separation has also had ripple effects. Watching Mauricio live publicly and freely has indirectly influenced other friends' relationships, such as Dorrit Kemsley's, adding another layer of complexity to the situation. Meanwhile, Kyle's sister, Kathy Hilton, remains hopeful for reconciliation, emphasizing kindness and compatibility as essential qualities in any future partner. Currently, Kyle is embracing her single life while maintaining strong bonds with her daughters, focusing on personal growth, and carefully navigating relationships. Mauricio continues to live publicly, dating openly while remaining in this liminal space between marriage and divorce. Their story, unfolding on reality television, highlights the nuanced reality of long-term relationships. Love, respect, and friendship can coexist with separation, yet unresolved issues and differing paths can ultimately make the fairy tale come to an end. It's a reminder that even seemingly perfect marriages can falter, not due to villains or malice, but because life, grief, and personal growth change people in ways that can't always be reconciled.